This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesianicristo.
Welcome back to another episode of Explore Mountain States.
That's it for the weather update.
Moving on to our district news update.
Only here
on INCRadio Mountain States.
Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and happy New Year to all of those here tuning in on INCRadio Mountain States. Happy New Year to all of those. It's 2025. Can you believe it? We're here in the brand new year. 2024 went by so quickly, and we're so excited to be able to tackle goals and intentionally plan for this new year. If you haven't already, or if you're not, what's the word? It's a new year, and I'm so flustered because I'm just so excited for the new year. But if you haven't already and you're watching here currently on YouTube, please be sure to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here on INCRadio DZEM 954. I am your host today, Sister Francis Rosano, joined by our awesome crew. If we wanted to give a hello to them, hello to our crew. I see Ate Mays and the crew gave us.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Here.
Yes, we're so excited for our topic today. I know that at the beginning of the year, around this time, we love to set our goals for the new year. And so today we want to talk about how small steps make a big impact. It's important for us to be able to set these goals, but intentionally plan. So we want to set us up for success. So in this topic, in this episode, we're going to be talking about how small, consistent actions and thoughtful planning can definitely set us up for success. Especially with the start of the new year, we want to be able to align all of our goals with the values that we have personally, right? And being able to establish strong, structured routines for us to be able to help support us in intentional planning so that we can be successful. So we want you to be here with us while we explore how these small steps and consistent actions can be purposeful in helping us be able to reach our goals for 2025. So we're excited for the broadcast today because it is a little bit of a workshop. I will be working with all of the viewers here who are tuned in. And to be able to work together with you, hopefully we'll be able to discover things that may help us be able to be successful for 2025. Without further ado, we're going to be talking about our topic. So we do want to ask all of our viewers who are in the live chat, well, first of all, when you're leaving your comments and your greetings, please be sure to leave your hashtag local congregation and then your comments and your greetings. And we do want to ask you what your long-term goal, one long-term goal you have for 2025. So what is one long-term goal you have for 2025? And with that long-term goal, keep that in mind and let's plan together to make sure we reach that goal. For now, we do want to see what's going on in Mountain States. So we're going to ask Kuya Tech to have us go to our What's Up Mountain States. Awesome.
What's up, Mountain States?
Yes, what is up, Mountain States? We do have our Jiu-Jitsu basic self-defense seminar. The primary focus for self-defense will be through Jiu-Jitsu, and this is going to be on Friday. This is January 10 at the Henderson Function Hall at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So if you are available later this upcoming week, Friday, January 10, 2025 at 6 p.m., please join us in the Henderson Function Hall so we can can learn basic self-defense through jiu-jitsu. We have some wonderful instructors here in Mountain States, and they're very skilled. I will tell you that. I've seen a lot of what they do with jiu-jitsu, and it's definitely an intense sport that is very useful in your everyday life with basic self-defense. So please, if you have the time, make sure you join us there in the Henderson Function Hall. And that's pretty much what's going on for our upcoming activities here in the District of Mountain States. So when you have the time, please do join us. Moving forward, at the maze, do we have some greetings that we can read off from the comment section?
Yes, absolutely. We actually have our first commenter of the day, Sister Jemima Cancino from the local of Las Vegas. Thank you, Sister Jemima, for tuning in right now. She says, Happy New Year to everyone. We also have Sister Ren following in on the second, also from the local of Las Vegas. Thank you, Las Vegas, for supporting INCRadio Mountain States. Sister Melody, also from Las Vegas, is greeting Happy New Year, brethren, #MTS. And one of our avid viewer of INCRadio Mountain States, Brother Mario Oka. Good morning here in the Philippines and enjoy watching INCRadio Mountain States. Greetings from local of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. And Sister Odessa Cruz says Happy New Year, as well as Brother Francisco Badiola. And of course, Brother Anthony Arongay is in the house, and he's saying hello, fellow live chatters and INCRadio crew from the Arongays in #Salt Lake City. Missed you all. It felt like a year had passed since we last saw each other. That is actually correct, because our last broadcast was still 2024, right, Sister Princess? Now we're 2025 all of a sudden. So keep commenting, brothers and sisters. We love having you on the live chat and engaging with you. Brother Doming is also here from Las Vegas saying happy viewing. And Sister Merge Hortillosa, greetings to all brethren around the world watching from Karkar City, Cebu, all the way from the Philippines. Magandang umaga po sa inyo.
Wow, so many viewers right now. Brother Anthony, I saw that you said you were in South Central States. That's currently where Cuck Christian Ross is. So shout out to Cuck Christian there, and Happy New Year to him and his family. And so yes, po. So we're happy to have you back in Mountain States. So I hope you had fun holidays and your vacation there, Ka Anthony. Moving forward with our topic discussion. So our topic is small steps, big impact. And really, this is going to be a little bit of a workshop where we're going to be talking about how to intentionally plan for this upcoming year. And to make it a little bit more interactive and engaging, we're encouraging all of you who are tuning in at home to grab your journal, a pen, your paper, pencil, whatever you use, even your computer, laptop, or your phone, to take notes down and to plan alongside with me. And then, we'll check in with the Macy too if she has any goals, and Brother Gabe. And so throughout this broadcast, we'll be planning together. We'll be talking about ways that would help us plan. And if you have other methods that you would like to share in today's show, please be sure to comment them. And then Ate Macy will find your comment, and we'll be able to help share your thoughts and your insights for intentional planning for your New Year goals. So starting off, whenever we're thinking about our goals for, whether it be this year, this month, this week, we want to make sure we're aligning it with what values or align it with our personal core values. So what we want to do first is identify the values that really matter to us most. And so while we talk about this, again, I'm going to be doing this with us, and I have my little my document here on the side. So you might hear me typing. Who knows if my mic will catch it. But, the first step we want to do is identify all of these values that matters most to us. And I kind of started already with the values that matter most to me, just so I have something prepared. And the first thing I listed was one, my membership and my duties. So I feel like that's one of the, if not the most important value that I have that really helps me figure out how to navigate through my schedules, my priorities in life, right? So number one is my membership and my duties. Another value I have are my loved ones. So for example, my fiance, my mom, my family, my friends. Another value I have is I didn't know how to put, because I didn't want to just put my career. So I put success. And success can look different to a lot of us. It doesn't have to be success in your career. It could be successes in all other aspects of your life. So I've put success here as a value because I genuinely would like to be a successful person, but that doesn't narrow it down to just my career. And then the last value I added is my happiness. So whatever I do, I value being happy in everything that I do, who I do it for, whether it be for myself or the ones I love. So hopefully you all right now are thinking or even writing down or typing out what you find to be valuable to you so that we can talk about how to reflect on these values and then figure out goals that can align with this. So a few reflective questions we can ask ourselves regarding these values is one, what brings you the most fulfillment? And two, what do you want more in your life? Right. But these are just examples. We can ask other questions that are reflective, especially if it's specific to our value, for your membership, how can I perform better in my duty? Right. Or with your loved ones in your family, what makes them happy? How do I bring value in their life? With your success, if we're talking about our career, is there something in my career that I can do an extra step further to help me be more successful or climb this ladder or anything like that? So thinking of questions that help us kind of open up our values more and allow us to understand why we value it and, understand the value itself as to why it aligns with our core values. And so in doing this, we're kind of creating similar to like a value compass, right? Something that kind of guides our decisions through the years. And so with this, while we create this value compass, we want to identify what really resonates with us, with our values. So again, my values are my faith and my duties, my loved ones, success, and my happiness. And then in reflecting, you want to think of, in the past, have I done anything to be able to, help me make decisions that align with my values, to hold my values, So just reflecting is kind of the first part so that we can figure out how we can set ourselves up for success and creating our goals for this upcoming year. Let's ask, have any of our viewers shared their values at the Macy, or do you have any values that you would like to share with us?
Of course, we're still waiting for our live chat, Sister Princess, but thank you so much for sharing the values that you have that will eventually shape the goals that you'll have for this year, 2025. I share similar values, of course, our faith and the works that we do for our Almighty God is always first, family comes next, and friendships, so those are always the values that I keep in my heart. Health is also very important, basically on par with the ones that I also just mentioned. And so those are the ones that I really want to do better or have some sort of like positive changes, for the year 2025. And I think one of the most urgent ones would be health. So my goals for 2025 will really revolve around health, Sister Princess. I am getting to that age where I really have to look at it. So
I saw
also have specific ones.
I saw this video, and one of the comments on the video was, "The closer I get to 30, the less I feel invincible." And so it's so funny because I've never said I was old. Like as I've aged, I've always told myself I'm still really young. That's what everyone tells me. That's what my mom would always say. She would always say, "Don't say you're old, because then your body will start to believe it." But man, is my body telling me I'm getting older? Just so prioritizing your health is a good thing, and I should probably ask that too.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You might not think of it, right? You might not think of it. Sometimes you might not even look like it, but once you start feeling those minor aches and pains that become major as years go by, that's when you realize, okay, something needs to be done. And, it's very important because without having good health, how are you able to fulfill the other goals that you have in life, right? You have to have the not just the mental, but physical strength to be able to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So that is my focus for the year 2025. And wish me the best, because I feel like I always add this into my list every year, but then, you tend to falter, or you prioritize other things, or then you feel like, okay, I deserve treats here and there. And then before you know it, there you are, you're down the spiral again.
No, I get the whole I deserve a treat. I was for lunch, I was eating like a cookie, and I was like, maybe I should get another cookie. I feel like I deserve a second cookie. But the first one was enough, So no, I really I admire that. I also need to prioritize my health too. So better take preventative care measures as opposed to trying to fix something when it breaks. So I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. So, with these values, and this will be able to help allow us to create our goals for this upcoming year. And for those who are viewing at home, it doesn't always have to be just what's the word? Everything has to align to this one specific goal. You can have multiple goals, of course, or you can have just one sole focus goal. So whatever works best for you. Of course, all of our tips and tricks is not a one size fits all. If you have other tips and tricks on how to achieve your goals for this upcoming year, please do share them. So when we're looking at this brand new year, right, we always want to framework our year for an intentional year, purposeful. And I feel like that's something I've been reiterating the past broadcasts for myself personally. I really feel like this past year in 2024, I learned a lot about being purposeful with your actions, or with my personal actions, being intentional with what I do and what I say. So this new year, I want to be really intentional with my actions towards the specific goals that I have. And so, we want to be able to take a look at our values and kind of define what our big rocks are, what kind of really holds us down, right? Our major priorities, like our career growth, family time, quality time, and like Macy mentioned, our health. And one thing that we've talked about in many broadcasts before in past years' time is SMART goals. And I think SMART goals is a really great method to help us figure out and take a look at making our goal planned out well and making it clear. So with this next portion of our discussion, we'll be talking about what SMART goals are for those of you who haven't heard about it. For those who watched our previous shows where we've spoken about SMART goals, please do share your thoughts and your insight on these SMART goal, the SMART goal method, and even any goals you've achieved using this method. And again, for those who haven't heard of it, it's really a method to help us break down our goal and be able to achieve it. So SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. And so when you make these goals, you want to be specific, be very clear, so that your goals are easy to achieve. You want to make sure that you know what your expectations are, and then we can set ourselves up for the tasks we need to complete to achieve that specific goal, right? And then 2, having it be measurable, right? So with this, these can be tracked, right? Something that's measurable can be tracked, and it'll allow you to be able to see your progress and even tell you when you've completed a task or something that has helped you kind of check mark off something off your list to help you attain your goal. And when we're talking about attainable, right, A in SMART, attainable, these goals are actionable goals, right, to ensure that the steps you take are within your control. Sometimes we're in a space where it's not always in our control. So when we're making our tasks to achieve our goal, we want to make sure there's something there that are within our control. And for relevant, we want to make sure that, whatever we're doing, it aligns with the goal, aligns with our personal core values, something that is relevant to us. We want to make sure that it's something that benefits ourselves, right, to be able to achieve this goal. And lastly, T in SMART is time-based. So specifying a deadline or even a series of deadlines within a reasonable time frame. So what we're going to do for this next portion, this portion will be kind of our MTS challenge, where we're going to be creating a goal using the SMART method. And so I'm going to share one of my goals for this new year, and we'll together make our SMART goal table. And so if you are at home, again, we encourage you to follow with us. On my side, on my view right now, on my screen, I have my SMART goal table. And so under S is specific, to be clear. So I have my little notes, and then I'm going to list my goal. So we'll do this together. And so maybe by the end of the year, or hopefully it doesn't take me that long to achieve this goal, but I'll do a little check-in to let you know if I've achieved this goal and if this method has helped me. Okay, so one of my goals for this year is to get my project management certification. Okay, so I'm trying to get a certificate. And so under SMART, under S, under specific, I've listed get my PM certificate. And so this to me is a very specific goal, and I feel like it's a goal that I can achieve within a certain time frame. And so with this specific goal, you need a certain amount of hours to complete before you apply for the test itself to get the certificate. So you need 24 hours at the back of your hand to be able to apply. So 24 hours of project management experience. So for me, that's what I find measurable to complete these 24 hours before I'm able to apply. So I'm just going to write down 24 hours to complete. And so with this, I can track my hours as I go through it. And right now I'm currently taking a course that would count towards my certification. So as I complete each hour, I can knock off the hours. So like, you know, I have like 10 hours out of 24, then I'll have 11 hours out of 24. So to me, my hours are what's measurable at this moment for getting my certificate. I'm a little nervous right now, and I don't know if you can tell, I'm nervous sharing this goal. Because I'm saying it to the world, and so now I have to do it.
No, it's good. Thank you for opening it up for us, Sister Princess. And as we continue setting goals, by the way, I just want to share the goals that some of our brethren have shared with us. That way, as you're doing this exercise, they can also do their own exercises at home. Okay, so Brother Anthony Arongai, 2 lofty goals for 2025 that he has. Accept the office of head deacon in their local Salt Lake City, which is such an amazing goal, and lose 30 pounds for my wife's birthday in April. And then a goal for the career is to be promotable. Thank you for sharing that, Brother Anthony. And now that you've determined your goals, please follow along Sister Princess's exercise so that you can have a guide on how you can accomplish this. And then Brother Doming also, Brother Doming shared his goal as well from the local of Las Vegas. Our goal for this year as a household is to bear a fruit for this year, and fruit meaning a missionary convert, a church convert inside the Church of Christ. So thank you for sharing that goal, Brother Doming, and we hope that this exercise that Sister Princess is doing can also help you achieve that goal. So go ahead, Sister Princess, with the next steps for your exercise.
Thank you. Thank you. So my next step is to look at the attainable portion, right? So these are actionable goals. So what am I doing that's easily attainable for me to be able to complete my goal? So one thing I'm doing currently actually is meeting up with somebody you know from who guested on our show a couple of shows ago is Sister Angela Mendez. She was here talking about, when we were talking about job preparation. So she is my accountability partner, and her and I meet once a week so that we can have a certain amount of hours blocked out. And we just work together. We go to a coffee shop. We are going to a new one tomorrow. I'm very excited because I don't know which one. We have 2 choices and we still have to choose. But we meet every Sunday to have our little time to just work and kind of block out the world and just be productive. So that's what I'm going to continue to do. That is my current step. So I'm going to list here, meet with Sister Angela. I'm just going to put Angela. Angela, once a week for I think the last time we were at a coffee shop, we worked a while. The first time we met, I think we worked for like 3 hours, almost 4 hours. So, but we try to block out 2 hours.
That's
Okay.
actually a very good way of making sure that you're following through your goals, is to have an accountability partner. Maybe some people have this, they just don't know the term for it, or that it even exists. But this could be, in the case of Sir Princess, a friend, right? It could be a family member, it could be one of your children that can keep you accountable with the goals that you have set in mind. It always helps when there's that second person that checks on you, because as human instinct, right? Human instinct is like, okay, you're not being checked and you're left when it's very dangerous to give freedom, to full freedom to any human, right? Because that is when, okay, they can lag on their goals. So it's actually very good, Sister Princess. Sometimes we forget to remember the importance of that, of having another person know your goals and have you accountable for it, hold you accountable for it. So that's great.
Well, now all the viewers watching it today know my goals, so they can keep me accountable.
I know. Well, no, we shared it with the whole of our INCRadio crew and our INCRadio live audience now. So everyone is going to keep a check on you, keep checking on you, Sister Princess. Not just Sister Princess, but Brother Anthony and Brother Doming. We're going to have to keep you accountable now too, and check on your goals.
Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks, Ate. All right. So next is relevant. Does this align with my personal values? It does. I feel like this aligns with, my value for success and in my career. So I'm going to put success. It does align. And then being time-based, specifically, I really wanted to take my PM certificate test by the end of this month. That was the goal. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it by the end of this month, because it got so busy. And I feel like, the past couple of meets with Sister Angela, we did work. We were very productive, but man, did I have other, tasks and other priorities to kind of shift on top of my to-do list. So I will say the last meet, I wasn't able to work on my certificate studies, but I will tomorrow. So that is the goal. So I'm still going to put here by end of January to complete my 24 hours for test. And, it's not just the once a week, throughout the week, studying once a day, for even just 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day would help myself achieve. I've completed a few hours already for this test. And so it's all about taking those mock tests, the practice exams that I'm nervous for. I haven't taken an exam in a while. So a lot of studying. Feels like I'm in school again. Anyway, so this is my goal. One of my goals for the year. So I've measured everything out, put it all in my SMART goal table. And so hopefully I'll be able to achieve it. And, maybe we'll do a check-in by the end of the quarter. And hopefully I can say, yeah, I have a certificate in project management. So hopefully this is helpful to all of you at home. There are, again, a lot of different methods for you to be able to plan your goals and to be able to achieve them. We just want to make sure that when you're doing it intentionally, so that it'll set you up for success. We are going to go on a short station break in just a moment. But again, when we come back, we're going to talk about how, building intentional routines in your daily routines would help allow you to be, again, more intentional with your planning, more intentional with your day, and how you can continue to be consistent so that your goals that you achieve, whether it be short-term or long-term, can be achievable and that you can attain these goals. So again, we're going to go on a short station break. Please stay tuned for when we come back. You're watching INCRadio Mountain States. We will be right back. We'll see you soon.
This is INCRadio, DZEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
When was the last time you made someone smile? When was the last time you made friends with others?
Yes, please. Hi, this is Amaya. Hello, Amaya. Let's play together.
Include, invite, befriend. A small gesture of friendship can make someone's day. A message from INCRadio Mountain State Satellite Studio.
Here on INC Radio Mountain States, currently 4:32 p.m. Pacific time, 8:32 a.m. in the Philippines. So again, if you are just now tuning in, we are talking about goal setting, right? So how small steps can make big impacts. And we just finished setting up a goal of, for mine on camera, but hopefully for those viewing at home are able to set up a goal for themselves as well using the SMART method. And so what we want to do for the rest of the show is talk about how, building intentional routines can really help set us up for success, right? So just in your daily living, right? A lot of the times, sometimes we just go through our day, without a routine and it can feel a little disorganized or a little chaotic. And this is from me speaking from personal experience. But the days that I set myself up with a routine or some type of structure, for whatever reason, it goes so much smoother. I'm not saying it's a perfect day, but I'm saying it goes more smoothly than it usually would without a routine setup, right? So, you want to be able to prepare yourself for the day. One thing I like doing personally for myself is looking the night before at my calendar. An electronic calendar has saved my life. In the past, I don't know if anybody remembers, but I used to rave about planners. I loved planners and I still do, but every single planner that I've ever had, I never really finished out the year. I think there's only been one planner in my entire life that I've been able to finish front to back and used it, but I usually jump from one planner to the next to the next. Well, this past year in 2024, I discovered that my phone is the best free planner that I've ever had. They may say, no, it sounds so silly, but it's like the best thing. And so having a personal calendar, whether it be on your phone or a lot of people use online calendars through different systems, whatever works best for you. Yes, Ate.
I think the phone is effective also because it's the one that's closest to you all the time. Like, not very many people carry notebooks and pencils in their purses anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's quite effective. Really quick, Sister Princess, we have more Happy New Year greetings. I'm going through and I just don't want to miss them. Sister Shen Agustine from Summerlin says Happy New Year. Hello po Sister Shen, and also to Tajay over there. Sister Amy Malyari from Globe also says Happy New Year, as well as Brother Brian Sonson and Sister Benita Maravilla and Brother Folden Molina from hashtag Salt Lake City. They're saying happy birthday. Another quick comment here from Brother Anthony. My first goal is pretty much meeting meeting or like doing SMART, since I've already had my month-long panata or devotional prayer, and I'm about to submit my salaysay to be head deacon over there in Salt Lake City. Brother Johnny Lopez also says, I'm a planner person as well. I still use paper though, because I love writing things down. And special greetings to Sister Sally Samortin from Babanwang, Isabela West, tuning in with us right now and saying our greetings to us. Back to you, Sister Princess.
Thank you, Ate Mason. So, I think that was Ate Julie. Ate Julie is heavy on planners. She always has them.
That's Ate Julie actually using Brother Johnny's account.
And I know her planner. She's always had them. When we were in choir leadership together, that's what inspired me to start my planner journey. But then I just realized I can't be consistent. I'm just not a consistent person having to write all the time because my hand gets tired and I cramp my hand easily. It hurts. I have wrist pain. It's not carpal tunnel, but I have an impingement. I don't know. I'm not going to share my life story on my wrist. But anyway, so I use my phone. And what I like about this is for my personal phone, I also have a reminders app that syncs together with my calendar. So whatever I have on my to-do list, on my reminders app, and I have categories listed here, it'll sync to my calendar app, and my calendar app is color coded. So I love it. It's easy to edit. I don't have to erase or white out anything because I love writing with pens, but I hate making mistakes. So I usually have white out on hand. So that's my evening routine to set me up for the next day. Is I'll take a look at my calendar the night before, and then I'll do my skincare routine, and then I'll pray, and then I'll go to bed, and then wake up the next day. And when I've done my overlook or overview of my day, that following day, then I feel more prepared for that day. And when I don't have the overview, then I feel a little chaotic, and I'm like struggling, like, what am I supposed to do today? And I'm just looking and scrolling through my phone. In my morning, I don't know how everyone else's morning is. It differs from person to person, especially from bookload to Gadiwa, because bookloads, you have your children to take care of, the young ones. So my morning routine might not look as chaotic, but I don't wake up with littles. I wake up with one small dog, and he wakes me up. Sometimes if he's tired the night before, he'll oversleep, but he usually wakes me up around like 6:30, 7 a.m. And so I'll take him out. And then once I take him out, I'll go to bed for another 10 minutes. But when I don't sleep for another 10 minutes, I'll wash up and then prepare myself for the day, right? However your morning looks, whether it be you go straight to breakfast or you go straight to drinking your smoothie for the morning, or however you have it, build that consistency. It'll give your body something to look forward to, having that structure. Everyone thrives off of structure. I don't know if I've met anybody who doesn't like structure. I mean, I personally just, whether it doesn't have to be, a full straight line, but it's always good to have structure. Other routines you can have is, like a work routine. So for those who probably work at home, I'm sure that there are times where you don't want to be sitting at your computer for a full 8 hours. So for me, I work hybrid. So when I'm working at home, I like to utilize my 15-minute breaks or even my lunches to take a nice walk. If it's a 15-minute break, I'll take my dog around the corner of my neighborhood and back, and it makes me feel like I've gotten my vitamin D from the sun and a breath of fresh air. Even when it's cold, I'll take a walk. During my lunchtime, I'll try to prep something in the morning before I actually start work, so that by the time it gets to lunch, I'm kind of good to go. So with all of this said, it's really just trying to make sure that you have some type of routine set in place for your day to make you feel more structured in your day. And then within your structure of your day, you can start to insert little tasks that would allow you to help build towards your goal. So for example, my routine in my week is knowing that every Sunday I meet with Sister Angela to be able to get to my goal. I'm still trying to insert, that 1 hour here and there, trying to figure out where an hour would go best to have my study time, because my days are so long some days. So just a suggestion, for anybody who's trying to build their routine. But really, ultimately, one thing we want to emphasize is just staying intentional, making sure that you have a way to track your day, track your goals, to have check-ins with yourself, even have that accountability partner to check in on you to make sure you're doing okay with your day, or to make sure you're doing okay with your goal. Just being able to practice that, and also practicing that mindfulness for yourself. So,
and Sister Julie actually agrees with you, Sister Princess. She's saying, I'm with you, Sister Princess. I start my day the night before by looking at what's ahead, making my top 3 gotta do list and pray. So thank you for that, Sister Julie. And Sister RG is also watching us right now from She said planners are so cute though, and I agree. I always get, at the start of the year, I always get drawn to these cute planners, but then she said I end up using them as regular notebooks or taking down recipes. So, and Sister Ren from Las Vegas is cheering us on. Sister RG added, when I used to work from home, I'd use my lunch break to take naps in between, so I feel refreshed when I log back in. So that's also sometimes you just have to reset, right? And I think that's the same way with when you're doing your goals. Like, you're not always in your game. That's just
Mm.
human nature. But then you reset for a little bit. It's not a setback, it's just a reset, a little break. And then after that break, then you have that energy to go ahead and continue with your goals.
Oh, 100%. And yes, hi, Author Arj. Author Arj was actually the one who introduced SMART goals to me and introduced it to INCRadio Mountain State. So I'm grateful that she was able to share that method because we've continued sharing it. I really believe in the method itself. So that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, Author, and good to hear from you. So hopefully, all of these tips and the insight on being able to take small steps to make big impacts in your life and to set you up for success for this year were helpful. But of course, living intention should always align with living life that follows our Almighty God and our Lord Jesus Christ. So with whatever we do, we need to trust that with thoughtful planning, we trust God's guidance ultimately, so that as long as we prioritize our intention to perform and worship Him, whatever our goals are, whatever the responsibilities we have to achieve for this upcoming year, we truly know that as long as we prioritize our worship and our membership to our Lord God, God will continue to bless us with our plans for this upcoming year. And so we're so grateful that everybody has tuned in for today. We are going to be wrapping up the show for today. If you aren't already, again, what am I saying? Please continue to stay tuned with us on INCRadio Mountain States for next week's show. We're on here every Saturday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. We're grateful for everybody who shared their comments with us this past broadcast. All of your goals that you've set for yourself, hopefully you've been able to write them down and have your accountability partner. And if you need an accountability partner, we will check on you. INCRadio Mountain States will ask you, Ka Anthony and Ka Doming, how's your goal going? We'll ask you these upcoming broadcasts. But of course, we would also like to give our special thanks to our beloved church administration, starting with Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, and Brother Angelo Evranio Manalo, our CEO, president of SEBSI and CFO coordinator, Kuya Manley and Dai, our executive producer, Brother Marlon Balason, our district minister, Ka Oliver Canlas, our assistant district minister. We have Brother Jay Agustin, our CFO overseer, Brother Justin Ramos, our district multimedia advisor, the district multimedia team, and all of our avid listeners here on INCRadio Mountain States. This is all the time that we have for today. But again, we thank you so much for always watching, for staying tuned and listening to INCRadio Mountain States. Continue to always stay tuned, listening to INCRadio DZEM 954, changing lives through God's words. Thanks, everyone. Up next is INCRadio Canada. Bye.
Bye. Happy New Year, Mountain State.
Bye. See you, everyone. Bye.